Arizona law enforcement telling ABC 15 they're not aware of any rallies coming this weekend, but the FBI is warning otherwise. One problem they're facing, the social media crackdowns on President Trump, makes finding extremist chatter a little more complicated. ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw covering extremism for us tonight and has more on the far right's move to lesser known websites.
The attack on the Capitol last week is having a rapid ripple effect, like Wednesday's impeachment, increased security across the country, and the social media crackdown. A more subtle ramification, though, is the migration to alternative websites, where partisan politicians and everyday Americans are joining extremists who have been there for years.
Ever since President Trump's Twitter account was suspended, there's been an upheaval. Pro-Trump politicians have moved to Gab, where the constantly crashing website brags about growing rapidly. Over on Telegram, more than 25 million people have joined the encrypted app in the past 72 hours.
I think one of the things we're most concerned about are platforms like Telegram, where you have average people interacting with extremists.
It's a phenomenon that worries extremism experts like Jessica Reeves with the ADL. Everyday Americans exploring the fringes of the internet.
It creates a larger and larger group of people who may be willing to act. And that is just incredibly concerning.
I found one far-right Arizona group on Telegram, and in less than 48 hours since its creation, there are already some concerning posts.
Arizonans encouraging others to stock up on food, guns, and ammo, and talking about their, quote, breaking points.
Lone wolf actors are probably the biggest threat right now. We talk a lot about groups, but in fact, it's the ideologies that get spread online that are the most dangerous part.
A lot of far-right groups now encouraging members to stay home, believing the upcoming protests are setups.
It's impossible for us to say at this point what is going to happen, from the 16th to the 20th.
But as we've seen,
law enforcement and security will be much better prepared for anything that arises over the next week.
The bigger question, what happens after this week?
They have the very difficult job of sifting through extraordinarily violent rhetoric and deciding what is the real threat here.
And the threats will remain in the shadows and on sites where there's little threat of being shut down.
This is an extremist movement that we will be seeing for years to come, unfortunately.
Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.